So the chickens will be 6 weeks in 2 days. With that being said, they are going outside, y'all. Are you ready? So they're going outside. We're gonna leave them outside. I'm hoping, or I want to, find a better way than the than the dog crate. Now, for today, they're going out here in the dog crate. Oh, by the way, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I'm Asia, and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space in my backyard. Go put that in there in the dog crate. Thank you. It smells pretty rank down here at this point. Is I grow my chickens out in my laundry room, my chickens and my quail. So I want the chickens out. They'll be 6 months on Wednesday. It's Monday, Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, y'all. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do a surprise extra video today of just the things we're doing. It's not gonna be 100% like out in the garden, but I got a hose reel. I cannot tell y'all how long I've wanted a hose reel. Vevor sent me a hose reel, and I am so excited to get that up. So I'm gonna put that out because I fight with my water hose so bad. My water spout is on the front of my house, so I buy this long hose that can come from the front of my house to the back of my house. I have an older house, y'all. I bought it from my grandmother. If you're not new here, you know that I bought my house from my grandmother, what, 15 years ago. So I've been living here for 15 years. It's an older house, which I'm sure you can tell when you look around my house, but I don't have a problem with it, you know what I mean? I got a hose reel. I can't tell y'all how long I've wanted a hose reel, for a very long time. So Vevor, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. But as it stands today, we're gonna get these chickens outside. Let me see if I can grab one for y'all. It's just, yeah, it's smelling right. Ow! She pecked me for no reason. She's normally really chill, but she's not being chill today. Let's get her. This is the Majestic Moran. Say hey, girl. She's a Majestic Moran. My daughter is outside putting the wood chips in the dog crate, the old dog crate. Our dog doesn't use it anymore. So I'm going to try to figure out a better way. But right now, they're going outside. I'm going to clean this tote. And then the quail, which I'll show y'all before this video ends. There's 20 left, and we still have the one outside. So I am the mom of 21 quail. All right, so I'm getting them out. I'm gonna show them. Yeah. That's my daughter if you're new here. We work together on these projects. She's being really wild. You might want to grab her feathers, Mom. It's not that you don't know how to deal with them. You deal with them more than I do. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Let's see. Her name was Buttercup. My daughter named them, so she knows their names better than I do. We got a crazy, I think I said she was an Easter egger, maybe over on Instagram. She's a Americana. Let me see if I can get her. She is wild as all get out. Like, she's gonna be another birthday in Betty. So I think she's maybe a week or so older than the rest of them. This is, what's her name? She's Bubbles. She's wild as, I mean, just wild, y'all. So she is a Americana. She should lay, I think she's gonna lay the blue eggs for me. I'm not 100%. I know the Majestic Moran is gonna lay the dark brown ones. I think she's gonna lay blue. I think. I can't remember. When they come out, we'll know. Come on, friend.
Yeah, my group chat.
I got this wild one. This Bubbles, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Oh my God, she's so wild. Oof. And then I don't know who's Texas and who's Dallas, but these are wild too. Oh, the white one got away from my door.
Dallas is the darker one, Texas is the lighter one.
Oh, thank you. So Dallas is the darker one, Texas is the lighter one. They are olive eggers. So then yeah, she lays blue. So, oh goodness. gracious. So they are olive eggers. They are, I'm looking for the name of them in my phone. They're sapphire olive eggers. So they're pretty gray chickens, but one of them is darker. So this is the lighter one. Whatever I just said the names are, she's the lighter one. And she's very pretty. I think they're very pretty. They're like light gray olive eggers. So they'll lay green eggs for us. There you go. She's a wild one too. They're all very wild. I don't know that I remember the chickens outside being that wild when they were smaller.
I mean, she just like to perch.
They like to perch. Okay, so I'm holding them the way that they don't want to be held.
Yeah.
So my daughter said they like to perch. Not really trying to perch. Oh, that's what it is. They just want to perch. I don't hold them that often. Like, she hang out with them. I don't hang out with them. So they like to perch, apparently. She looks like she's about to jump down. But she's hanging in there with me. I'm waiting for my daughter. This is also olive egger. She's the darker out of the two. And that's how my daughter tells them apart. Those are our new babies. And so I figured I would introduce them to you all while we move them out. They're going outside. And we'll let them out of the chicken crate at least once a day and let them just kind of roam. Yeah, I let her perch. You see that? Isn't that cool? Yeah. All right, you can take her. All right, so let's get the food and water out there. I'll let my daughter do that. It's very gross. So in real life it smells bad in my laundry room too. The chickens are the worst of the smell right now because they're the largest. So once we get them out, go put them up, please. You got to get their water and stuff. Thank you. Once we get them out, the smell shouldn't be that bad. Okay, so in case you're wondering how we raise the chickens inside the house, I just have a tote and we put the bedding down in the tote. This is just chicken fencing that I cut to fit over it. If you aren't new here, you know that I tried to cut the top off. That was not a good idea. They could not see. I'm sure they were not happy. It's kind of the same way that, it's not the kind of, it is the same way that I'm raising the quail. But look how messy it is down here, y'all. I cannot wait to clean up down here. These are button quail that my daughter insisted on keeping. So yeah, they'll just be there. But yeah, we really have to clean up down here today. We're gonna take the quail and put them up here because we're gonna take this tote, clean it out, and move it outside. So I'm sure you might be wondering what I'm feeding them. And so right now, until they're like, I want to say it's 16 weeks or so, I am feeding them the chick starter. So it is a Demore brand and it is by Purina and it's a 20% chick starter grow. So it's a starter feed that I'm feeding to the chickens, and we'll be feeding that to them, like I said, till they're about 16 weeks old. I'm about to wipe this table down really good and then put the quail up there. I've run out of Lysol wipes, so I got some disinfectant spray that I'm gonna spray. Not a lot of, because these animals are down here, but just to kind of clean it up a little bit. I thought we had Lysol wipes, but we don't. So that's cool. It's fine. And so the animals are normally, this is the brooder. It is a Producer's Pride brooder. It's a brooder and a heater. And so the quail were under this, but we removed it this morning because They are almost 3 weeks old, and they're pretty much fully feathered, so they don't need to be under that anymore. We are going to get some Lysol wipes. I'm going to run to the store and get some Lysol wipes, clean that off, put it back in the box. We use that for the chickens and for the quail. So yeah, we're to the point where our animals are growing up finally. It takes a little bit of time, you know, to get them where you want them to be. But like, those are our last group of baby chicks. We can't have anymore. I actually have one more than I should have because I got an extra one in case something happened to one, but nothing happened. And I've said that before in my videos, and so now I have an extra chicken. But you know, and quail can start flying at 3 weeks. Mind getting me the broom, please, please, friend. Let's see. So that's the quail at 3 weeks. I hope you can see her. That's a quail at 3 weeks. Much bigger than they were, right? They grow pretty fast. Yeah. We love the quail. They're so cute. Well, we love them all, but the quail are so tiny and cute. Hey.
So.
I ain't making no noise. What's up with you? Oh, you ready to get the grill?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming.
We grilling tonight.
I am planning to grill this
I can
evening.
teach you to wobble.
You and this wobble.
She
Her and this
said-
wobble.
she
She
said-
want me to learn to wobble.
She said when she goes on the grill, I can teach her to wobble. She's cooking on the grill.
All right, let me get the grill with my son, and then we'll be back. So we got the grill out. It looks so gross. I gotta wipe that off. But yeah, we're gonna grill today, y'all. Oh God, it looks like we haven't grilled in a while because we haven't. We're gonna go ahead and put this in the compost pile on the other side, and then dump this, and then we're gonna put it over under the table over there, and we'll be done with chickens inside the house. Woohoo! A Memorial Day miracle, y'all. As it relates to the quail, what we're feeding them is game bird feed, 30% protein starter. It is also from Purina. We got that from Tractor Supply. We got all of our feed from Tractor Supply, honestly. So yeah, that's what we're feeding them. My daughter has swept and cleaned. So, woohoo, we have our floor back, thank goodness. Oh, one of the things you might want to know about quail is when you give them water, when they're still small, like firstborn, you have to put some kind of rocks in there because they'll drown themselves. So if you see over here, I don't know if you can see, let's see, right there, we put rocks in the waterer so that they don't drown themselves. Right now, we probably could take those rocks out, but it's kind of a habit at this point when we clean it. The incubator that we use to hatch out quail, it is the Nature Right 360. I need to put this back in the box. I cleaned it and stuff. But it's the Nature Right 360. It has an automatic turner. I keep looking over here because the box is over here. So that's what the box looks like. That's what we hatch them out in. It works really well. We've been using it for quite some time now. And so that's what we hatch them out. Eventually, I got to get over here and clean this section out. All of these bags are extra potatoes because once the potatoes finish, I plan to plant more potatoes and just keep doing that throughout the season up until I can't plant them anymore. I got them from my local feed and seed store. So what's next? Let's see what else we got to do. Oh, y'all want to go see the chickens out in their new home? But like I said, I'm going to try to figure out something better for them as it relates to their home. But for now, we're just going to give them the dog crate. And that's what, look at the plants, y'all. Oh, by the way, my beans are coming up. Look, those are the beans we planted out together. They are coming up. It looks like My peppers might be trying to get green. At least the new leaves are definitely trying to come out and get green. The beans over here are coming up too. So that's why I didn't put compost in between here, because I knew the beans were coming up. The beans on this trellis that we planted out are coming up too. Let's see here. Hey y'all. So my daughter put that on a whole entire slant. I'm sure all of the water is coming out of it, and I'm not sure why she moved it at all. So let's put that back. And then I'll send her back out here to get them more water. So, yep, they're gonna get acclimated to these girls. Don't do it. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this with y'all today. They'll get acclimated this way to them, and then eventually, I'm thinking in the next 2 weeks, if not a week, we'll let the babies out with the older girls. I'm down for the count and I'm drowning in them. I'm helpless. I'm down for the count and I'm drowning in them. I'm helpless. So, free day from work means I can do things that I haven't gotten around to doing, like figuring out what I'm going to do with all that garlic that we pulled earlier in the month, and also the onions. Now, I use enough onions that I think I could let those stay and not actually try to preserve them. The garlic I'm going to put in the dehydrator and make garlic powder, because most of the garlic doesn't have paper on it. So I don't want that to go to waste, because I mean, it grew and it can still be used. So we're going to, oh my goodness, peel that garlic and get it into the dehydrator and let it dehydrate today and make some garlic powder with it. And then of course, there are a few garlic cloves that still have the paper, the casing, whatever you want to call it, on it. And so we're gonna go ahead and keep those, because I also use garlic quite often too. So right now though, I'm gonna wash these dishes around this homestead. So if you are new here, this is a teapot. We use it with our herbs to make teas, like with mint, thyme, lemon balm, chamomile. We use this. Got it off of Amazon. Well, I didn't get it off of Amazon. Someone here sent it to me. It's really nice for making tea. And this goes inside of it. It just pops down in there. There's another piece out here, but it's in the thing. And you can make tea. I love this little thing. We use it all the time. Okay, so I use the Quail C, I think. I'll put a link in the description below. That's the dehydrator I use. Corsori. So all of my garlic cloves that look like this, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the casing and put them in the dehydrator. So this one doesn't look like that a lot, but it's kind of close. A keeper. So we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 to keep. Cool enough. I'm cool with that. It's better than none. We'll just put these up here for now. Oh, I pay for it. It's okay. Sir, why did you buy Bounty paper towel?
We always have Bounty.
We do not always use Bounty. Bounty is expensive.
I got this.
What is that?
Regular.
Yeah, that's the kind of bread I use. I buy.
Got 2 of them. every day 9 to 10. So.
Okay. So y'all, I had to make this batter. I could not work with all of the mess that was on the table, so pulled the clothes off, and then we're still putting them on the tray, but I had to make it a little bit neater. I couldn't function, so now we're gonna get back to work on preserving these garlic cloves. All right, so that is what's left. My mom wanted some, so I left those few for her. And we got 2 trays of garlic, which I'm not sure is gonna make a lot of powder, but what it's not gonna do is go to waste. So I'm gonna drop that on here. And then I'm going to go and grab my ball canning book, because in the back of it, it shows you dehydration, I think. Or one of my preservation books. So let's see. Ball canning is down here. And so we got the ball canning. Pretty sure there's preservation in the back of that. And then you got preserving the preserving answer book. And I think there's one more. That might be it, actually. Also, not the best lighting. Okay, so the preserve answer book. Let's see. Let's look for garlic. I think the ball one is going to be my better option, but let's see. All right. Onions. You got several pages. 51, 54. Let's go with 217 to start, because that's preserving. Root cellar, pickle, freezer. That's not it. Let's check the ball canning book first, because it's a little bit easier. Let's see. Preserving. Let's look for dehydration. Preserving, preparing fruit for dehydration. Prepare veggies for dehydration. Onions. So these are onions. It's garlic. Oh no! But I guess it's pretty close. Garlic is pretty close, because I don't see garlic on here. So we'll do onions. So choose the firm unblemished pods, wash, trim the ends. I'm not gonna steam it, but it's so 125 degree drying temperature. Does not say how long. So we're gonna dry it. We're gonna put it on 125, and then we will check it as the day goes on. So, it's already on 125. I did onions in here before, so that makes sense that it would already be on 125. And I'm gonna do 24 hours. So if you wanna make sure you're preserving correctly, if you're new at it, as I am, you probably wanna get some kind of book. I believe someone sent me this. Someone on here sent me this. It was on my wish list. And so that's how we're gonna preserve our garlic. That came way too early because of whatever I did, but better than last year, right? And that's all that matters. Okay, where are we doing next? I'm thinking of putting the hose reel up next, but I also need to go and dump the tote that the chickens were in. It said it was supposed to rain all day today. I don't think it rained at all today. The weatherman. Okay, all right, so the onions are over here. We're gonna end up putting those downstairs. Had a few other things over here. That's some chamomile, some calendula, some lavender, just things that I had ended up getting out of the garden. So let's see what's next, y'all. This is the day in the life of a urban homesteader who works but also is trying to get things done. So I think we're about to go outside. So we're gonna save the paper or the outside casing, And I always have a bag over here in the corner. It's where I save or keep my composting stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. I need to straighten this table up really quick. And then we're gonna go outside.